who really is behind the company Ripple, and why are they able to literally say that they're going to be making a new world currency? Welcome back to Crypto Mike-dropp, and an old narrative coming up from around 2022, maybe a little before, that you'd only hear from guys like Crypto Hulk and the Bearable Bull, maybe a few others, has been popping up lately about how Ripple, the company, must be more than just a startup company out of San Francisco. Check this out.
Ripple. To me, these acquisitions sometimes, and I know my brain just goes there, and this might not always be the case, but to me, it's almost like some of these acquisitions might have been planned for years.
Yeah.
Years. Say, you guys are going to build this out, we're going to buy you up.
There's no way you can make this many this quickly without it being in a long-term plan. Either that or they got some very busy investment bankers.
Well, it's who is behind Ripple, and why are they able to literally say that we're going to create a new, because they've said we're going to create a new world currency. It's been mentioned from time to time, or we're going to have the liquidity of a G20 nation and work with all the central banks and the IMF and not be stopped, because they're essentially saying that we're going to either complement the US dollar as a global reserve currency, or we're going to replace it. What people need to understand here is what they're doing is it's the new digital Bretton Woods. It's the Bretton Woods 3.
So yeah, the gist of it you can see in that video is that how does a startup company out of San Francisco in such a short amount of time, like, yeah, sure, it's been a decade or so, but if you think about what they're saying that they're doing, you can't just kind of come out of the blue, virtually speaking, and say, hey, we're going to change the financial system. Yes, they're saying they're going to work with the regulators, but they're saying they're going to replace SWIFT. They're saying that they're going to essentially replace the banking system eventually, or at least fundamentally change how the banking system works. There must be more to it. Like, who's really behind this? And I love speculating about this one, because if you take a look at it, how can you just come out there? If anyone else did this, and it's just my feeling that if a lot of companies other than Ripple came out and said that they were going to do what they're trying to do with the banks and getting involved with who they're getting involved with, it would have been stopped. I mean, I don't think anybody can just kind of come out here, especially a startup out of San Francisco, blockchain company, and just decide that they're going to change the world. There's got to be more to it. And if you go back in time, and again, I'm going to mention Crypto Hulk again, he did some great digging on this, where he actually dug up some documents saying that Ripple is actually a government contractor. Now, I'm not saying that that's 100% true, but when he goes on to say that they're not actually just a private company, they're actually contracted through the government, and what they're doing is actually connected through governments, not even just the US government, but governments around the world. And this would kind of explain how they are